Number 5. Kill Me. As I said, the Joker dares Batman to run him over in the Dark Knight film, and daring Batman to kill him is something he does quite often. In the first of the Batman Arkham games, the Joker has taken over Arkham Asylum and is planning to have a night of murder and mayhem. But the Joker still stops to give Batman one chance to stop him from doing any of that. The only catch is, he has to kill him.
Knock me off!
I dare you.
End this! Pull the plug! Stop me once and for all!
Now of course, the Joker knows that Batman won't do it, as it goes against his one rule of not killing. But even still, he gave him the chance, and if Batman had thrown a Batarang, then the Joker wouldn't have moved. He would have just stood there and let Batman kill him, because in the Joker's mind, having Batman kill him means that the Joker has won. And this is far from the first time that the Joker has done this. In Batman Under the Red Hood, he again dares Batman to kill him.
You're gonna do it this time? Or you're just gonna put me in another body cast for 6 months?
And the Joker does this through all his different incarnations in media, and he is constantly taunting Batman again and again and daring him to kill him, always hoping that this time Batman will cross the line and finish him. Because the Joker isn't scared to die, and he isn't scared of Batman. In fact, he wants Batman to attack him.
You have nothing to threaten me with, nothing to do with all your strength.
And even after everything the Joker has done, be it crippling his friends, killing Jason Todd, or torturing Tim Drake, even after all that, Batman still won't kill him.
You had the guts for that kind of fun. You would have done it years ago. I, on the other hand...
And this is one of the things that makes the Joker such an entertaining villain, as he keeps pushing Batman further and further, and he knows in his heart that if he pushes Batman enough, eventually he will break. Although in retrospect, the Joker probably should have stuck with taunting Batman, rather than daring Superman to kill him. Number 4. Why So Serious? Batman The Dark Knight is a masterpiece of a film, especially in regards to the Joker. And although others have portrayed the clown prince of crime on screen, this film and Heath Ledger's portrayal are easily the best that we have ever seen of the Joker. And in truth, pretty much every Joker scene in this film deserves to be on this list. But I'm choosing one of the most famous of moments, how the Joker got his scars. Now, he does offer several explanations, and we never learn for sure how it happens. But the first explanation is to the gangster Gamble, who puts a bounty out on the Joker's head.
500 grand for this clown dead. $1 million alive, so I can teach him some manners first.
And the Joker then uses this to get in close to him by pretending to be dead. And then he explains how his father carved his scars into his face.
He sticks the blade in my mouth. Let's put a smile on that face.
And the great joy of this scene is that at no point does the Joker not seem to be in control. He has come into the home of one of the most powerful and dangerous gangsters in Gotham City, and he's come in as a pretend corpse. And yet the Joker still manages to be completely in control of what happens in that room. And that ability to be in control of any room that he walks into is what makes the Joker such a badass. Later in the film, he gatecrashes Bruce Wayne's party, and the room is filled with the rich and powerful, but when the Joker walks in, he becomes the most powerful man in the room without even trying. And in this scene, the Joker tells yet another story about how he got his scars, explaining how the mob carved a smile on his wife's face when she couldn't pay her gambling debts. And incidentally, the idea for the scars stems from the gangsters of Scotland, who would carve smiles onto people's faces when they beat them, so that they'd never forget what the gang has done to them. In Scotland, they call it a Glasgow smile, though in London we actually call this a Chelsea smile. But getting back to the Joker's story, because his wife is so depressed about her scars, the Joker decides to scar himself in an effort to cheer her up, which of course completely backfires.
She can't stand the sight of me. She leaves.
And it's left up to the viewer to decide which of these two scar origin stories is best, but it goes without saying that the Joker's iconic
Why so serious?
is one of the Joker's and DC's best cinematic moments.
Now I see the funny side. Now I'm always smiling.
Number 3. See you in hell. As I've said, the Joker doesn't fear death. True, in many of his incarnations he is quite a vain creature and actively takes steps towards trying to live forever.
Out of my way, bats! I've got a date with immortality!
But generally speaking, the Joker is actually quite alone and quite depressed.
Your laughter reverberates off the walls of your own emptiness.
And the only thing that cheers him up is his little feud that he has with Batman. But in truth, the Joker kind of wants to die. The only catch is, he wants Batman to be the one to kill him. And in Batman, The Dark Knight Returns Part 2, the Joker comes pretty darn close to this.
It's finally here, isn't it? The moment we both dreamed about.
When Batman first enters the fray against the Joker, we know straight away that it's not going to be one of their usual fights, because the first thing Batman does is hurtle a batarang straight into the Joker's eye, destroying it and half blinding him.
I'm through playing Joker.
Be still my heart.
And after this, Batman chases the Joker through the Tunnel of Love, which oddly enough seems a perfect setting for their final fight. And the Joker is running through, gunning down civilians till he runs out of bullets, and then he and Batman fight hand to hand, and the fight ends with the Joker repeatedly stabbing Batman in the chest, leaving Batman with only one recourse: he has to break the Joker's neck. Now the Joker doesn't actually die from this, but he is paralysed from the neck down, and the Joker could not be happier. He has finally, after all these years of fighting him, got Batman to lose control and try to kill him. And there is only one way that this could be better for the Joker: if he takes away the satisfaction the Batman gets knowing that he is the one to stop him. And that's exactly what he does. You see, Batman has two choices here. He can either take the Joker in and return him to Arkham Asylum, or he can kill the Joker and once and for all get revenge for all those that the Joker has maimed and killed in his lifetime. Now, we don't know for sure which one Batman would choose, but it doesn't matter, because the Joker takes the choice away from him.
See you in hell.
Now, the Joker does this because he knows that Batman will be the one who is blamed by the world, because everyone will think that Batman killed the Joker, and after that happens, the world will turn against Batman. Which is kind of exactly what happens, as later on the President actually orders Superman to kill Batman.
You're up to handling our other little problem now?
Of course, sir. Though, he'll never let me bring him in alive.
Well, you do what you need to do.
So the Joker got to end things on his own terms, and he takes the power of choice away from Batman, and leaves Batman knowing that he finally crossed the line and tried to break his no-killing rule. And the worst part is that Batman not only turned his back on this rule, but he didn't even succeed. He lost control, and even then the Joker was still able to take away his victory and play one final joke on the Dark Knight. And that is why this is one of the Clown Prince of Crime's greatest moments. And some might say that the Joker is taking the easy way out by killing himself. And while that may have an element of truth to it, it does still have to be said that snapping your own neck like that takes a hell of a lot of balls. Number 2. The pencil kill. Now, as I've said, Batman the Dark Knight is filled with amazing Joker scenes. In fact, pretty much every scene with him is just an instant classic. But there is one moment that I think is easily his most badass murder in the film, and possibly the best murder in any superhero film.
I'm gonna make this pencil disappear.
It's gone.
Now, whenever I watch this, I always think of John Wick, and how impressed people are that he can kill with a pencil.
A pencil? I know, I've heard the story.
Pencil? Who the can do that?
But the Joker did it before John Wick, and showed that he can kill a man with just an ordinary pencil as well. And what truly makes this a great moment is how seamlessly it flows, and just how quick it is. The Joker kills him in seconds, and he doesn't even miss a beat. And this is the moment in the film when you realise just how deadly the Joker is. Yes, he did kill earlier in the film, and he did show his psychotic side, but that was with a gun, and anyone can fire a gun. But having the skill to kill in close quarters in hand-to-hand combat with such precision, now that is a rare talent. And after this scene, we now see the Joker as a much greater threat, and it makes it believable that a man who is this skilled could actually stand a chance against the Dark Knight. And it also deserves a mention that when John Wick does kill with a pencil in his films, he struggles much more than the Joker did, and it's done with far less finesse, though it does still look pretty cool. Number 1. Under the Red Hood. Now, I love the film Batman Under the Red Hood, and it has a whole host of moments that are nothing short of perfection, such as the fight between Jason Todd and Batman. This is just so perfect, I honestly don't think it could have been made better. But the Joker is the one who steals the show, and like most of the films featuring the Joker, he has plenty of badass moments. Such as when Jason Todd sets off a bomb that will kill him, the Joker, and Batman. And then the Joker jumps Batman to stop him from being able to disarm the bomb so that they can all die together.
I'm the only one who's gonna get what he wants tonight!
But the Joker's best moment in this film is without a doubt when he kills 5 men armed only with a glass of water. Now, the Black Mask has broken the Joker out of Arkham Asylum to kill the Red Hood for him, and when he meets to talk to Joker and come to terms, he has 5 bodyguards with him who are all armed with guns. But when they give the Joker a glass of water, they see what a real fighter can do. And he kills them all with such ease, it seems almost lazy. And it reminds you just how deadly this man is, and shows how and why Batman has had such trouble taking him down. Now, to be fair, the Joker does use a gun to kill 4 of these men, but initially the Joker didn't even have a weapon, he only had a glass of water, and he still managed to kill all of them without any struggle at all. And there is actually another scene similar to this in Batman The Dark Knight Returns, Part 2, in which the Joker kills using only a coffee mug. Proving that whether a cup is glass or ceramic, the Joker can kill with either. So basically, don't ever give the Joker a cup. And just like the Joker killing with a pencil, these scenes show us that the Joker doesn't need to have a deadly weapon to kill you, because the Joker is a deadly weapon. And that is the Joker's 5 most badass moments. Do you agree with this list? Or are there any other moments that you think should have been included? Be sure to let us know in the comments. And I'd just like to say a quick thank you to those who made this video possible.